The DC Comics universe on the CW has expanded yet again, but also shrunk down a bit too, because this one has already been canceled. It just aired its final episode this week, but you can check out all the episodes for free on the CW's streaming service. No subscription necessary for that. Let's talk about Gotham Knights. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for the CW's Gotham Knights. This just aired its final episode, and you can check out all 13 episodes right now on the CW streaming service. It is absolutely free, and it has not just, kind of the current programs as well, almost all of them, but a lot of the catalog shows for the CW as well, and it's all free. You do have to go through the ads and stuff, and there are kind of a lot of ads compared to some of the other streamers, but like I said, it's a free service. So if you are interested in this show, you can check out all 13 episodes right now. And the producers tried to shop this one around to another outlet over the last month or so, but to no avail. So these 13 episodes will be sort of the only ones in existence for Gotham Knights, I suppose. So before I launch into the specifics of the show and my thoughts on it, let me welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. We do movie and TV reviews here on the channel, and I really run the gamut of styles too. That this one here is a comic book action type of TV show, but I do comedy, drama, horror, indie stuff. So game shows, really running the gamut there. So lots to check out. Please consider subscribing down below. Would love to have you aboard in that capacity, or just like this video, comment below on what you think of Gotham Knights, or all of the various DC shows on the CW. All that stuff does help the channel out, so I appreciate it. All right, let's talk about Gotham Knights. So this is obviously taking place in the Batman universe, with the whole Gotham thing, and this is based on a comic book that started in 2012, or I should say some of the people involved in this, and I don't know if this specifically was a comic book thread or not. I don't follow along that closely, but this is just the latest in the many DC Comics programs on the CW, and of course, as such, it is executive produced by Greg Berlanti. He kind of oversees all of that stuff. He's the Kevin Feige of the CW DC stuff. But this is all about Bruce Wayne dying at the beginning here. He is murdered, and his adopted son, Turner Hayes, played by Oscar Morgan, is one of the people framed for that murder, along with a few other people, including the Joker's daughter. But here we also meet Robin and a few other people, and Harvey Dent here, played by Misha Collins. He is, of course, trying to get, everybody put away because he wants to, run for whatever the latest office is. Currently, he's district attorney. I don't follow along the politics that closely with this kind of show, but anyway, you might know Misha Collins from Supernatural. He was on that for many years. Another, of course, CW stable. We see the Court of Owls here, which have been involved in the comic books for a little while. They were part of the animated, I think there was a movie about them at some point. So, a lot of stuff that you may recognize if you're more of a fan than I am. But one of the positives of this show is it does sort of exist in a world where you don't need to watch all of the other CW shows. For a while there, they were getting maybe a little too big for their britches with the Arrowverse, because you had all of these different shows that were crossing over. And this, you can go in completely fresh. I don't even really think you need to know much about Batman or Gotham City itself, or Harvey Dent or anything like that to be interested in this show and to kind of get what's going on, which I do think is a positive of this show. And here's another one. It's actually kind of interesting. I tend to rag on the CW a lot on my videos, and you'll sort of notice a theme there, and that's because, well, I used to do this weekly TV roundup, and for a while CW was putting out all of this output that had these supernatural elements. I'm a huge Archie Comics fan from way back when I was a kid. And so when Riverdale came on, I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then by like season 2, it started to get really into the supernatural realm. Then they made a Nancy Drew TV show, same thing. Then they made, all these other TV shows, and it's like, because the show Supernatural was such a hit, they're like, let's make everything have a supernatural element to it. And it got sort of old. In addition to that, the acting typically is not that great on these CW shows, as opposed to, let's say, a teen soap on, a network like, say the OC on Fox or something like that. And this is sort of no exception to that. The acting here is not great. It's, okay, but the lead actor isn't even really that good. Again, what's his name? I was unfamiliar with him. Oscar Morgan. Didn't know. Also, I wasn't aware Bruce Wayne had an adopted son, but I guess that's part of one of the storylines in the comics or something. So, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments below, because I don't follow the storylines of the comics. I watch the DC movies, I watch the Marvel movies, but when it gets down to the minutia of everything, I don't know. Which I think maybe makes for a more authentic review of the TV show, because I'm not sort of nitpicking, oh, well, this person would never say that, or, they tweak this from the comics. I can just watch it as it is and sort of go from there. And as a result, I actually, for the CW stuff, I think this is okay. It's not great. It's certainly middling. But, I have to admit, I was sort of intrigued of, okay, what are these crazy cats going to do here to kind of clear their name and track down the actual killer of Bruce Wayne. And in the first scene, we find out that his son didn't even realize his father was the Batman. So that opens up, a whole nother can of worms. I wish the acting was a little better, for sure. I wish some of the elements weren't quite as soapy. And as a matter of fact, there's definitely some tonal swings here. They try for comedy a little bit. It's very, very gentle CW superhero type comedy. So, it's not my style, I guess. It's more just sort of like dry, deadpan, like commentary rather than, jokes, which I guess maybe works for these characters. I don't know. But in those moments, I was like, okay, these jokes aren't really working for me. But plot-wise, I thought it was okay. And it's getting sort of ragged on a lot online. I usually look up the Rotten Tomato score just to see kind of where I fall, and both the audience and the critics are kind of way down there, so I might be above that range. But again, it's average. It's not great, but for a CW show, it's serviceable. Let's say that. No real big shocks here with, set pieces, and, it sort of stays in its lane. It knows what it is. And it is kind of interesting that we've had several shows now about Gotham where Batman is sort of not really a main character. The Fox TV show Gotham, didn't Batman not even show up until like season 2? Again, you can tell me in the comments, because I only watched like the first 2 episodes of that or something, but whatever it is. In any event, all 13 episodes are available for streaming now on the CW's app. If you are interested in watching Gotham Knights, I'm going to leave it with a C. Again, not great, but from some of the shows I've seen on the CW, not bad either. So I'll leave it with that. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Dan Reviews It. Bye.